my name is Nathan, and today we're going to do a comic book review of Nocterra, issue number 6, brought to you by RatedComics. Let's get to it. In this issue, we begin with Val asking the question, where were you on the morning of the big PM hit, once everything went dark? Once the human shades got into the crowd of people, it was absolute carnage. I love the description of the shades, that their skin had some kind of sharpness to it, like it was made of thousands of tiny blades or shards of black grass. What a way to paint a visual and feel for these things as they slice away through the crowd of people with the hush sound. The sound Val remembers when the parent tells their children to be quiet. Hush! These shades got to work with purpose as if they were designed to take out crowds of people with this kind of ease. What a vision right there. Fast forward to present time, Val is in the room where Tiberius and Blacktop Bill are conversing, not knowing that Val is listening off visual. Blacktop Bill demands that Tiberius lets him in to kill Val so he can complete the job Tiberius hired him for. Tiberius is not ready for that as he wants to see what Val knows, and he wants to look at the book they have from Tiberius' brother Gus. That was before Blacktop Bill turned Gus into a shade so that he, meaning Gus, can kill his own granddaughter. So much betrayal here. When Tiberius disagrees with Blacktop Bill's method by telling that your job is to eliminate people and not to have fun with your methods that you're doing it, Val lets her presence be known by saying, I couldn't agree more. That's a gangster entrance. Before she can pull that trigger, she gets outgunned and is asked to drop the weapon. Tiberius tells Val, we don't sneak up on people around here. Val's intentions were to leave, and she was going to tell him that before, the bad timing thing, walking in on them and all that kind of stuff happened. Tiberius tells her that her and her convoy won't be going anywhere. He tries to strike a deal with Val, Emery, and Gus's granddaughter, Bailey, or in this case, his niece. All this betrayal, especially his niece, when Tiberius openly admits to backstabbing his own brother. Long story short, they didn't want Gus to end the PM/darkness. Tiberius and company wanted to control the shades by controlling the light and be God, so to speak. You gotta check out the book for this. Tiberius asked Bailey for his brother's research as he brought to the people's attention as an investment. Blacktop Bill is part of the deal, and now he needs Gus's research, and tells Bailey that if she doesn't give it up, or if she gives it up, perhaps he will let them stay and not be harmed. Val isn't feeling any of it and tells Bailey, let them tear this place apart looking for it. Bailey tells her uncle that the journal is under the bed, that they healed Emery, the cradle. Well, her uncle goes to make sure Bailey gets telling the truth and instructs the guards to keep an eye on them. The guards tell them not to do anything foolish, but Emery's response is, foolish is kind of our thing. Fizzle, he emits power, and now it's a party, y'all. They need a plan to get out, and 2 guns from the guard will not be enough firepower. Emery and Bailey tell Val that they need to have the sizzlers and flash pops. Val knows it won't be enough and tells him she knows exactly what we need to do to get up out of here. But they're not gonna like it. Tiberius finds his brother's research book right away where Bailey said it would be, under the cradle. In this part right here, Tiberius tells Blacktop Bill that he was listening to Emery babble as he went shade. He explains as Emery went shade, the tongue learned an exponential amount about their morphology and they can study it. This intrigues the heck out of Blacktop Bill. Even though Blacktop Bill is instructed to kill Val, Emery, and his niece Bailey, Tiberius said he'll let Bill listen to the tape. Just go kill him. I love Blacktop Bill's response, and he ends with, do you want them killed fast or slowly? To me, I believe this is showing seeds for more future Nocterra stories. When Bill approached him, he thinks they're huddling up and awaiting their death from him. It turns out Emery is using those flash chops with more chromium. Blacktop Bill was not expecting this. Emery pushes a button and frees these caged up shades, and these shades are ready to beast. I love when stories tie things into the intro, and Val describes a hush sound from the flashback in the beginning of this issue. What a beautiful mess. Bloody massacre as they make their escape up out of there. I'm going to leave a little meat on the bone with this review, just in case you guys decide to purchase the comic. Link in description, by the way. What I do love in this series is Val is the character who has undergone serious change, in a good way, and great character development on her part. When the series launched, she was fairly cynical and thought the world was at an end. Now, with proof that there is light beyond the seemingly end of the shadows, she's gained a bit more faith. I got to give the writing credit where credit is due because good writers are able to develop their characters through time. Val's shift in perspective is a clear example of how to do it the right way. I love that underlying message about faith, believing what you can't see despite how dark if things appear to be. Not sure if there was pun intended in that or not. Nocterra number 6 marks the end of this series' first story arc, and I love how it perfectly mixes horror and hope, in my opinion. I look forward to future projects of this series, and this has the potential of a Netflix or Amazon Prime show in the making, and I hope they are listening. With that being said, Nocterra, issue number 6. What you guys think of the comic book? Comment below, let me know. And if you haven't gotten a copy of your comic, go ahead and get your copy from RatedComics.com, link in description. If you like the content we're throwing up, and you would like more comic book reviews, comic book related content with the occasional comic book giveaway, don't be stingy and show Rated Comics some love. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.